Yeah. Then comes this question, grade 9 natural sciences. It says that complete each of the statements below. About acids and bases by filling in the missing word. Okay. The first one says the reaction between an acid and a base is called, yes, the reaction is called what? It is called neutralization. Okay. Then we come to this number 2. When an acid is added to a base, the pH of the base will... Okay, you have to know that a base has higher pH number above 7. So when you add an acid to a base, what happens to the pH? The pH will decrease. Because the acid has a lower pH. So when you add it to a base, it will move towards the acid side, so decreasing the pH. Then comes this one. It says, when a base is added to the acid, the pH of the acid will... You have the acid, and what do you know of the acid? It has low pH number, actually below 7. So when you add the base has a higher pH number. So what happens when you add a base to the acid? The pH of the acid will rise and so increase. Yeah. So comes this one. It says that the general equation for the reaction between an acid and a base is given below. So this is the general equation. We expect that when you react an acid with a base, you get salt and water. Now we have the reaction. The reaction is 2HCl combining with this to give you this and that. And they say identify using chemical formula and the chemical name the acid. So which of the above is the acid? The acid is HCl, which is what? Hydrochloric acid. Okay, then the base. Which one is the base? Is this one. So the chemical formula is CaOH. And what's the chemical name? The chemical name is calcium hydroxide. Okay, then we come to the salt. Which one is the salt? This is the salt. And the chemical formula of the salt is calcium chloride. So this is the chemical formula, and the chemical name is calcium chloride. So Then comes this question. It says that the reaction below is an example of neutralization. Okay. This is the reaction, HCl reacting with NaOH. And the first question says, complete the equation by writing the products. Okay. So how do you write these products? This is what we know, that this is positive, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative. So the positive of this one attacks that, and the positive of this one attacks that. So what you form is going to be NaCl, and when OH reacts with H, they give you water, H2O. So that is it. Yeah. Then comes this question. It says that identify using chemical formula and chemical name the acid. So which one is the acid here? The acid is HCl as the chemical formula, and the name is hydrochloric acid. Okay, so that's the acid. How about the base? The acid reacts with the base during neutralization, so this is the base. And the chemical formula for the base is sodium NaOH, whose chemical name is sodium hydroxide. Then salt. You have to know that when an acid reacts with a base, it forms salt and water. So this is the salt. So the salt, the chemical formula is NaCl. And the chemical name is sodium chloride.